我是阿婉，谢谢你听我的频道。今天是2025年的11月9日了，但是前2天的新闻就是关于联合国气候变化大会上这篇主要着重关注了中国电动汽车传递了什么信号，就是COP30。那今年美国是没有参加，但是也有看到新闻说加州的州长就是会率团参加，所以那这篇文章就是说，历史会议大厅的电动车是中国的，但走下车的却是巴西总统卢拉。这是今年联合国气候变化大会主办国的元首，所以说这场汇聚了数十位世界领导人的会议是在亚马逊城市贝伦召开。这款流线型的 SUV 是比亚迪的，是由中国车企比亚迪制造，属于为周四峰会开幕式准备的一个电动及混合电动的车队。那各国代表团乘坐这些车辆前往会场，就削减温室气体排放、减缓气候变化的一个方案展开谈判。卢拉在周四的开幕致辞中表示，我们需要拥抱一种新的生活方式，一种更公正、更具韧性且低碳的一个发展模式。巴西选择中国的电动车作为卢拉及其他世界领导人的官方用车，向许多人传递了明确的信号。这个拉丁美洲最大的国家在寻求道路交通与经济转型之际，是将目光投向了中国，说这一举措既凸显了中国气候技术在巴西取得的显著进展，也凸显了美国在今年这场名为 COP30 气候大会的缺席。特朗普总统并未出席，但最新的消息就是加州州长那个叫啥名字的，就是会率团前往。所以说，即便没有美国的政治与技术引领，世界仍在前行。这是华盛顿智库战略与国际研究中心高级顾问斯科特·肯尼迪表示，通过这些汽车，巴西是在传递一个信息，它还有其他选择。电动车被广泛视为应对气候变化的关键力量，因为它们能减少全球对化石燃料的依赖，且不会排放二氧化碳。这种主要温室气体正导致气候大气升温。当欧美车企仍在艰难转型电动车时，中国已凭借技术先进、价格低于特斯拉等竞争对手的电动车占据优势。这使得中国汽车在购买力较弱的发展中国家尤其具有吸引力。中国还掌握着电动车高性能电池所需关键矿产的供应链，这些被视为未来科技命脉的战略矿产，在巴西及拉丁美洲其他地区储量丰富，正引发中美两国的一个激烈争夺。那中国电动车已迅速抢占亚洲和欧洲的市场份额，目前约占全球市场的2/3。在全球第6大汽车市场巴西售出的电动车中，超过80%是中国品牌。那中国车企也明确表示，他们对拉丁美洲有着更大的规划。上个月，比亚迪在巴西东西部巴伊亚州启用了其在亚洲以外最大的工厂，该厂是由福特运营。同样在今年，另一家中国企业长城汽车接管了一家隶属于德国车企梅赛德斯奔驰的大型工厂，这些工厂生产的电动车计划销往巴西及拉丁美洲其他地区。在贝伦等巴西城市，电动汽车的普及已带来显著变化。这座拥有130万人口的港口城市，位于亚马逊河口附近，常年饱受交通拥堵困扰。峰会召开的前一个工作日，贝伦的街道依旧拥堵，但尾气烟雾是较以往稀薄了许多。道路上随处可见的电动车在正午的车流中安静行驶。 政要们乘着由长城皮卡组成的车队穿梭来往，车窗因空调制冷凝结着雾气。电动巴士在城里穿梭，运送乘客。肯尼迪表示，这项技术正在改变整个世界，而中国已经迅速切入这一领域。如果你还没有订阅，请动动手指订阅一下。A Chinese EV delivers the host and a message at the Global Climate Summit. The electric car pulling up the conference hall with Chinese. The leader who stepped out was not. The climate-friendly ride was carrying President Luiz Inaugura da Silva of Brazil, the host of this year's UN Climate Change Conference. A gathering of thousands of world leaders in the Amazonian city of Belém. The vehicle, a sleek black SUV made by the Chinese automaker BYD, was part of a fleet of electric and hybrid cars assembled to shuttle delegations to the summit's opening on Thursday, where they began negotiations on ways to cut emissions of plant warming gas and slow down climate change. We need to embrace a new way of life, a more just, resilient, and low-carbon development model, Mr. Lula said in his opening remarks on Tuesday. That Brazil chose Chinese electric vehicle as the official means of transporting Mr. Lula and other world leaders sent a clear signal to many. In its quest to transform its jobs and its economy, Latin America's sluggish nation would be turning to China. The gesture highlighted the spectacular inroads that Chinese climate technology have made in Brazil. It also underscored the absence of the United States at this year's talks, known as COP30, which President Trump is not attending. The world is moving on even without U.S. political and technology co-leadership, said Scott Kenney, a senior advisor at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, a Washington research organization, which discussed Brazil is signing that it has other options. Electric vehicles are widely seen as crucial in the fight against climate change because they reduce the world's reliance on fossil fuels and eliminate emissions of carbon dioxide, the primary heat-trapping gas that's warming Earth's atmosphere. While European and American automakers have struggled to pivot to making vehicles powered by electricity, China has gained ground by offering electric cars built with advanced technology at lower price than those of competitors like Tesla. This has made Chinese cars especially attractive in developing countries with their spending power. China also controls the supply chains for the critical minerals that are needed to make the powerful batteries that go into these cars. The country is vying with the United States for access to these strategic minerals, which are considered key to the technologies of the future and are also plentiful in Brazil and elsewhere in Latin America. Chinese electric cars have been rapidly gaining market share in Asia and Europe, now accounting for roughly 2/3 of the global market. In Brazil, the world's sixth-largest car market, over 80% of electric vehicles sold are Chinese, and Chinese automakers have made it clear that they have even bigger plans for Latin America. Last month, BYD inaugurated guaranteed its biggest factory outside Asian at a plant in Bahia State in northeastern Brazil that was once run by Ford. Also this year, GWM, another Chinese company, took over a massive plant that once belonged to the German automaker Mercedes-Benz. The plan is to see the electric cars produced at these factories across Brazil and the rest of Latin America. It is already clear whether electric vehicles are leaving a mark on Brazilian cities, including in Belém, a port city of 1.3 million near the mouth of the Amazon River that is frequently choked by traffic. On a weekday just before the summit kicked off, the streets were quite dark, but the crowds outdoors were thinner than they had once been. The roads was dotted with electric cars, humming quietly in the middle traffic. The nightly strip around in conveys made up of GWM pickup trucks, their windows forested by air conditioning. Electric bus shuttled passengers around the city. This technology is transforming the whole world, Mr. Kenny said, and China just jumped into this space. Thanks for listening and hoping your life fully with happiness and joys.